Okay, but I should get to playing the game here, like I said I would. Hmm, three doors, the roguelike, or the side story. Well, two of them are permanent, and one of them will expire in 31 days. And also, it's October next month, which means I'll be busy doing horror games and collaboration streams. So I should probably prioritize the one that is expiring, even if it is, 30 days. Flying to the past, she wades through rivers, boarding one small boat after another, traversing the long journey of time, not looking back, until she emerges from the sea, while the birds take flight above the water. Okay, interesting, interesting. If I do this, I will get a bunch of resources, some rolls. A total of two rolls, it looks like. No, wait, 40, 80, 120, 160, 1.5 rolls. We'll get one and a half roll. But it's a gotcha. And they give me a lot more rolls everywhere else anyway. And once you've tasted flight, you will walk the earth with your eyes turned skyward. For there you have been, and there you should return. Hmm. The air smells of lemon and bay leaves. The wind roars in from the Atlantic, but no sails wait to catch it. A military blockade is anchored at the mouth of the harbor. No ship inside is to depart without permission. It is summer, in the year 1835, and the people of Lisbon, still recovering from the year's brutal civil war, are anxious once more. The Queen has banned all passage from the city to the New World. Above the forbidden sea, only the skies offer a possibility of escape.
Jamina.
Are you ready, Jimina?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. After the mechanical woman finishes her countdown, her able pilot takes a deep breath and opens her arms. Artificial wings of metal, wood, and leather deploy out from her back. Flapping them like a bird, she runs towards the water and takes a flying leap.
Lucy.
We did it! I'm flying! I'm flying! Just keep it steady, just! Daedalus. Tale as old as time. The bird dives sharply into the water. 9 seconds.
Good.
An improvement over last time. Do you need any assistance?
Thank you.
No thanks. She must unfasten the wings before noticing a crab perched on her shoulder. Returning to the sand, she crumples down beside the sides. Oh wait, Lisbon. Lisbon is Germany? Where is Lisbon? Portugal. Really? Okay. Well, I've never done a Portuguese accent, and unfortunately I haven't studied it, so I'm not gonna try. I'll just do a generic child source for this one. I'd have to say my Portuguese accent though, if more Portuguese characters appear. It appears the primary difficulty is power. The wind is not strong enough, or more precisely, we are not generating sufficient lift. With further optimizations, we should be able to extend your flight time. This model took a whole month to complete, and it only took 3 more seconds.
I don't understand.
Is it ever going to work? Dad had to be crazy to spend his life like this. A gaggle of boys nearby watched her from the boat. They laughed as she fell, and are still laughing. It's simply cruel. The girl shoots on them an icy glare. A piercing bolt hits them one by one, until each fires up and turns back to their fishing.
I am pleased.
3 seconds represents a 50% improvement in performance. If you take that into consideration, our progress has been remarkable. Didn't take you for an optimist.
I
Please,
see.
you should get yourself into some dry clothes. I believe I have identified the primary issues with the current design. Great. At this rate, we might make it to from the Cape to shore in, about 100 years or so. If only I could reach the other side of the ocean this very moment. Just think how it would be to fly all across the Atlantic and land on the shores of New England. We should head back. Coming. Bundling up the silk machine, the girl and the mechanical woman head back towards the city. In the distance, the line of warships have resumed patrolling the harbor, their sails floating up in the water like the fins of hungry sharks. Hmm. What is it about eating Kite, I wonder? As the midday hours turn towards the afternoon, the city begins to bustle with activity once more. So, what was the problem you talked about? The wind can't lift me? What does that mean? Am I too heavy? Do you think I'm fat? Have you ever seen kids playing with kites? All I need is a good running start, and the wind just takes them up far into the sky. Yeah, but kites are very thinly structured to like fly in the wind. How about we skip birds and just make a great big man-sized kite? That is not a bad idea, actually. They walk together, talking and laughing. Their doomed plight soon forgotten. The warmth and energy of Lisbon streets lifted their spirits where wings had failed. I'm getting dizzy. Please stop shaking the screen. The mechanical woman, however, gives no response. She's replaying the experiment in her metal brain, analyzing detail by detail.
I recommend this instead.
We need a pair of secondary wings installed 4 inches on joint. They would unfold after the primary set in order to balance the lifting force of the wind across your body. Please stop shaking the screen. Are you even listening to me? Thank you. The would-be pilot jumps in the mechanical woman's way, arms stand on her waist. The structure of a kite is extremely lightweight. So, you are calling me fat. I am merely asserting that a grown woman is much heavier than a toy made of wood and paper. A kite has very limited payload, and it cannot be directed while in flight. Our model must be able to do much more than that. An argument breaks up the conversation. On the slope ahead comes a stiff warning and a slurred response. A squad of soldiers leave their latest cash stop in the tavern, driving their way down the street.
Not good.
Was that rumor's true? They are hunting the smuggler's accomplice in the city. Or have decided as an accomplice.
Is that so? No matter.
It seems to have little bearing on our situation. Doesn't it? Just look at who they've arrested. Fernandez the broken arm, Carlos the golden hand, and Alfonso the gill. The girl's face grows pale as she cleans her face after the dark. All of them local arcanists, no exceptions. Of course. Why should it bother you? You're not a local. Her Majesty would never dream of being so unkind to foreigners. Besides, you have that letter of introduction from that computing center. Who would be so stupid to have had an honorable guest in Britain? But I'm not so lucky. If only I could fly. Then if they were to come after me, I would laugh at them for the sake of the skies. There was no luck involved. The LSCC sent me here with all the necessary documents to accomplish their interests. I suppose I had not considered that arcanists here might not have the same privileges I do because of them. Returning to our work, where are the spare materials your father left? He kept them under St. George Cathedral. It's on the east side of the city. Carrying the still dripping gear, the girl seemed to forget her prior concerns. Running ahead lead the way. Keep an eye out for more of those soldados. We'll make a detour if we have to. Don't worry. We're going where the queen and her dogs aren't likely to follow. However, it seems Her Majesty's dogs have already caught their scent. There. Quiet. I believe that soldier may be an issue. Jamina heeds the warning, passing the contraption over to Lucy.
Shh, quiet.
I'll meet you at the junction. At checkpoint. Good luck. She whispers her instructions and disappears to a narrow alleyway. The sight of a mechanical woman holding a strange living machine cannot help but attract attention.
Stop!
What have you got there? But if you must know, metal, wood, leather, fabric. Not to mention a badge bearing two lions that signifies an empire on which, it is said, the sun never sets. It is a device. Wings. Wings. The soldier's eyes bulge content with the information, before signaling for her to move along. You got lucky, Lucy. The mechanical woman continues on hurriedly towards the rendezvous. He didn't question you? What did you say to him? How come he just let you go? He only inquired as to what I was carrying, and I replied honestly, wings. I guess he took you for a weirdo and let you go. You aren't exactly what these dogs are hunting for anyways. Anyway, we'll reach the cathedral soon. It's the spot underneath the coal pit. Well, if no one's cleaned it out yet. Why would anyone do that? The poor are short of everything here. Metal for cookware, fabric and leather for clothes, and wood for their hearts. They'll use whatever they can. They'll use whatever they can get their hands on. I just hope it's still there. I want to fly, finish what I started, so I can rest, and so I can escape this place.
No.
We still have many problems to solve before we get there. A compiling set. But these problems can be handled, shaped, like pruning the buds on a tree, solving them one by one until we reach our goal.
No.
And it's taken us a whole month to solve just one. Maybe you got the kind of time to spare, amiga. Not me. Your father spent 10 years just to get us here. And he gave everything he had to this project.
I don't understand.
Yes, he did.
Yes, but
Was it worth it? Would it ever be worth it? I know it's a dream in mind, but it feels impossible. We're so far away, I'll never live to see it. When they first introduced the locomotive, people laughed at it. It was slower than a horse and far less practical.
We have to do this.
Now they talk of building railways to connect cities across the continent. Look at their progress. Imagine what might come of them in the future. And this hunk of junk that flows in the whole 9 seconds? You think this is our future?
Correct.
I do. She answers with hesitation. The woman herself is a product of this unstoppable evolution. Alright, well, we're here. Let's even find our way to this future with whatever's left in the past. two of them arrive at the ruins of a cathedral damaged in the war. A solitary statue of an angel remains, though it lost its wings, and with them, it seems, all holiness fell away too. I do hope the materials are still intact. There's a cellar underneath the pulpit. Go on ahead. I need to speak to a friend around here. Be right back. Hmm. Stage 2. The Blown Away Kite. A kite.
Precisely.
She may be right to consider that. After checking the materials are still in reasonable condition, the mechanical woman begins to reimagine her design with the elements of a kite. Widen the bottom. Hi, Wab. Welcome in. Good to see you. Did you stream it? Did you raid out already? Let me see. Let me see. Wabinobashi is still streaming. Well, thank you for stopping by real quick. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and give you a shout out, my friend. Da-da-da, two eyes. There we go. Folks, please go ahead and follow Wabinobashi, the person who inspired me to do multiple games in one stream. As she is a variety streamer,
Yeah,
as
he
you
knew
can
what
see
he was
here,
doing.
playing multiple games at once, and also talking with the stream, their friends, and Discord call, and watching a video all at the same time. Like really great multitasking. Um, so I can't do all of that at the same time, but I can at least play two games at the same time. So please go ahead and follow the inspirational Wabnobashi over here by clicking the heart top of the chat.
These are some hard ass.
Narrow the top, and yes, we get a triangle. A wider rigid base should improve their ability to catch the wind. She writes on her idea and looks over the design draft that must have been left by Jimena.
Mm-hmm.
That would allow the air to pass above and below the wings to improve lift.
Hmm.
But what if the wind's heading changes abruptly? She rests on the question, pondering over the words a while, before drawing a long curve along the draft.
I recommend this instead.
A feathered tail to maintain balance. That may work. She's pretty. You like the bot lady? She is very pretty. I agree. They did a great job designing her character. And a lot of my friends who are into tall ladies and tall robot ladies specifically um, are thirsting real hard over Lucy here. But, to each their own. Some people just want to have unspeakable things done to them. And more power to them, I say. Normally, bots aren't my thing, but I like this one. Yeah, really great design here. A feathered tail to maintain balance. That may work. The mechanical woman begins planning out the construction when an anxious voice breaks the silence of the room.
Lucy,
Oh, it's Jimena. What's up?
Jimena,
Sorry, Jimena.
what is going on?
They've locked down the whole port now. Shoot. an escalation, but not an unexpected one.
Is that so?
I see.
No matter.
So what does it have to do with us? They can stop ships, Jamina, but they cannot stop the wind. Let's continue our work for now. Tomorrow, we will go to the beach and have another try. The mechanical woman's determination is unchanged, even as her companion wavers. True flight must be achieved. They are heirs to legacy that began in sketches from the enigmatic Italian genius, passed down for centuries, now standing on the cusp of realization. The person they're talking about here is Leonardo da Vinci, who made a lot of flying contraption prototypes, but in his lifetime was never able to achieve it. It would be until, what was it, 1890, that the Orwell brothers would invent the first airplane. Hang on. When was the first airplane invented? 1903. Dang. Wright brothers, not the Orville Wright is one of the brothers' names, not the Orville brothers. So yeah, it's gonna be in our history another 20 years before the first plane is created. But this is an alternate Earth, so anything can happen. Now there are even more soldiers on the streets. Lucy, I'm afraid. The future of their project hangs on a thread.
Hmm?
What is it that you are afraid of?
I'm planning to leave.
But they'll arrest me, Lucy. And only God knows what else. If I stay too long, then I'll never fly. Never reach New England.
Damn it.
If only I'd gone with Fernando when he left. Are we just going to leave the materials behind? Rough wrought metal pipes, wood, coal, leather, all kinds of materials prepared for the project, all lying hidden beneath the ruined place. This cathedral is a scar, a victim of the civil war that swept through Lisbon not a few years ago. And even in this relatively intact cellar, it is far from an ideal workshop.
It will not be viable on a larger scale.
I believe that would not be a wise choice. Mr. Murdoch is very supportive of your father's project, as is the LSCC. It was your father's letter that brought me here. We have had few ideas groundbreaking as this in LSCC since Mr. Watt passed. James Watt, some of my colleagues see him as my father. I had been part of his steam engine before my awakening. She remembers the strange thrill of her first moment of awareness, welcomed by a chorus of steam and whistles. Then, I suppose he was in a way, don't you think? We're all built by our fathers, in one way or another. I remember how my dad lifted me high up in the air. He said that someday we'd fly into the sky together.
Yes, but
It's a beautiful dream, but he's gone now. He traded his life away for 9 seconds.
I don't understand.
I'm not sure that trade will ever be worth it.
I am pleased.
Jemina, every second we have spent off the ground is a startling achievement. Not just for you and your father, but for all of history. Little Mentor frowns, weighing the cost of her dreams and her anxiety for the future. So then, do you think I'll be able to just fly away and escape across the ocean?
No.
For the foreseeable future, the only way across the Atlantic is by ship. And with the port locked down, there's really no way at all.
Wait, there could be another way.
Wait, there may still be a chance. I have to speak to someone. I'll see you on the beach tomorrow. Smuggle herself out. She scarcely finishes.
Jamina.
Oh, sorry. She scarcely finishes her thoughts before he's bounded up and out of the streets. That's what she's been like. A gust of wind, always moving, flying too fast to see what lies ahead. Silence returns, broken intermittently by the rhythmic smashing of pencil on paper. A lighter alloy could lower the weight without reducing structural strength. Aluminum. Hmm. If only the material would not be unaffordable.
No.
No, not worth further consideration. Lost in her thoughts, Lucy managed to miss entirely the squad of soldiers as they entered the ruins and find her alone. As she marks down measurements and theories, they at last announced their presence. You, woman! Where is she? Could it wait for a moment? I am in the middle of some calibrations. The soldiers surround her. She takes little notice. Please, Senora. We don't want to cause any violence under God's roof, even in its current state. We all need to know where the smuggler's daughter has gone. Smuggler, yep. The secondary joints
This
under
is sufficient.
the secondary joints will be under the most stress. That will limit our maximum wingspan, unless we might add an additional set. She marks a spot on the draft with a circle. You're testing our patience, Senora. A dagger pierces through the circle on the draft, pinning it to the table. She raised her head to meet the man. Jimmy was right. He bears striking resemblance to a snarling dog. There is no one else here. Who were you looking for again? The smuggler's daughter.
Completely wrong.
I am afraid you are, what is the phrase? Barking up the wrong tree? No more funny business, Senora. Give me her location, now.
No.
A logical impossibility. I cannot give you what I do not possess. The soldier draws back the dagger roughly, ripping the draft apart. Jerks. Lucy picks up the piece and cup and calmly begins fussing them together.
Please, allow me through.
Please leave. You are wasting your time. She can sense hesitation. Their snarls and sound a little more like whines. Yeah, get out of here. All I have here is pencil and paper. There's nothing else, Signor.
Is that so?
What about this, huh? You call that nothing else? The young soldier sees the winged contraption, then throws it to the ground. Like a bull unleashed from its pen, he stomps over any breakable piece he can find. He's not here! Let's go! Vamos! Rapido! Her uninvited guests file out, tails between their legs, leaving the mess they've caused behind. Wordlessly, the wings are picked up from the ground and placed on the table. It will be repaired, just as it had been many times before. The mechanical woman draws out the spare materials and begins her work. Ah, Madam Lucy, you're doing your best. Stage 3, Icarus.
Whew. They're all gone.
Good. Good riddance. Your father's materials proved useful. It will not take long to finish these repairs and make some adjustments. We will still be able to perform another test flight tomorrow. So, it's not all bad news. Still, I have something to tell you. He stops, hesitant to continue.
I'm planning to leave.
Fair.
I see.
And your flying machine? Leave it be. I'll take it in our draft's new world and complete the project there.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have no further need of me, then.
That's not what I meant.
If that means the project can be completed without further distraction, then I suppose I should welcome it. Congratulations, Shimina. The mechanical woman stops her work abruptly and turns to her would-be test pilot. I have made a deal to secure my way out of here. I'm going to the beach. There'll be a boat waiting for me there.
You should consider.
And you'll be going to the New World. That would be unwise. You have access to many more resources here in Europe. To start over in New England would cause unnecessary delays. And you'd have to stay in Lisbon, where I could be arrested at any time. So you will leave, even if that puts the project in jeopardy. The mechanical woman's words sound like an accusation. I'll take all the materials with me, and our drafts. A delay, maybe. Maybe a long one, but nothing I can't handle. I'll be fine. Her confidence fades. Besides, it's my father's legacy. My father's, not yours. You're only here because of him. This is my decision to make. It's my dream. Our dream. The words taste like a lie. Your father built you a dream, just like Mr. Watts done for me. He wanted me to leave the laboratory to meet more people, to listen to them, and understand their ideas, their imaginations. He believed in the power of human cooperation. That idea could be passed from hand to hand, like a torch or an ember, across generations. An impossible choice for sure. points to the core of her body. That very idea had come to life in her.
Do not worry.
Thanks in part to our cooperation, our project has already come so far from where it started. That's true, but things have changed. If there were some glimmers of success, something I could hold on to, maybe, but
What difference does it make?
what's the difference between 6 seconds and 9? Lucy packs the wings wordlessly and walks to the door.
Lucy!
Our time is limited.
The wind is nearing optimal conditions. We should seize this final opportunity to test our work before you go. You want some proof of success? Have a little faith. With our current technology, wind alone will not provide sufficient force to lift a human in a sustained or directed flight. But a controlled glide may be possible with the right materials. Despite knowing that they will soon part, the only thing they can speak about is their project. Like a windmill or a water wheel? Will it use steam like your power source? Perhaps. A steam engine would generate a great deal of force, but it would be far too heavy to be feasible. There is one more option. Arcanum.
No. No!
You mean arcane skill? No, absolutely not. She goes pale as if the idea had conjured some long-forgotten nightmare.
I concur.
I know. Arcanum could not be a long-term solution.
It will not be viable on a larger scale.
It would be impractical to have an Arcana stand by for every flight, after all. I don't think you really understand what other Arcanists go through in this world. What do you mean? As you no doubt heard from the soldiers, my family were smugglers. Or really, all we did was predict the direction of the wind and sea conditions, for fishermen, sailors, and for smugglers too. My father was guiding a ship out. He went with them this time, I guess, to buy some fancy new materials. Something went wrong. There was a storm. Their survivors called him a Jonah. They decided it was his fault. Her face falls, looking stuck somewhere between anger and grief.
No,
Your father did not control the weather. He only predicted it. He should not have been blamed. That was ignorance, superstition. Like sailors that refuse to look back as they leave port, their emotions have no true impact on the safety of the ship. It is only a mistaken belief. You don't understand, Lucy. They do it because looking back means that you're not ready to leave. And the sea is quick to punish those that cannot face it.
Jamina.
The sea does not punish. It has neither feelings nor intelligence. It cannot know, nor would it care, what the sailors do. Superstition is only a false comfort, but a comfort they'll still value against the vast and unpredictable sea. We can't help ourselves. Humans and arcanists are alike, but it has no value at all. How much effort and time is wasted on these useless ceremonies? It could be more efficiently used for securing ropes or advancing marine technology. Hmm. A sailor can't do this job properly if he's thinking of home. If nothing else, People gain courage from their beliefs. They would be able to feel more courageous if they focused on gaining experience and properly utilizing technology. Everything else is simply mechanistic faith, luck, not belief. Random look at that. It couldn't be controlled, only computed. But as luck would have it, at that moment, lights spring up from the other side of the beach, carried by soldiers moving swiftly towards them.
Over there!
On the beach!
Not good.
No! No! The boat is late! She realizes she says it isn't late. It's already gone, along with any other boat that has a chance of getting through the tightening blockade.
Where is my ship?
Where are they? The panic arcanist scans her eyes across the sea, picking out distant shadows of sails speckled against the horizon. They must be a mile out from her, and gain distance fast. Behind her, marching boots slid over the sand, gaining ground just as quickly.
I recommend this instead.
There is still something we can do. Let me see the machine. True scientific achievement will have to wait, but this will provide a temporary solution. The light of arcane skill snaps through his piston and starts to churn. She pours out a blast of steam, causing the wings to stiffen and change to iron gray metal. But what is this? You never told me to do anything like this.
What are you doing?
What did you do to it?
Perhaps.
This may be strong enough to keep you in the air, but I cannot make any guarantees. Jamina dons the new non-metallic wings, flapping them like a fledgling eager to make. Jamina dons the non-metallic wings, flapping them like a fledgling eager to take off. Control your altitude and aim as best you can for the nearest boat. You must lie flat and keep your body parallel to the water. What if I fall?
Precisely.
Then they may catch you, but you will be caught if you stay here. Lucy is right. There's only one way out. She must take it. Nervous feet find her face. She runs towards the sea. Extending her wings, she leaves all her strength up and over the water. Arms open, body flat, and stay balanced. Lucy! The wind lifts her up, surely and steadily. Jamina's stomach churns as she makes for the horizon, chasing towards the bare outlines of masts against the sun. From the beach, there is no more sign of the little pilot. No way to know whether she landed safely. Against all odds, the mechanical woman finds herself hoping her friend did not look back. A seabird skims over her from the darkness of the sea, toward the lights approaching from the beach. Jamina's flight is unsteady at first, but she flies. No one can take that from her now. She has flown the coop, gentlemen. Oh. She has flown the coop, gentlemen. And you just let her go? Heck yeah. I am under no obligation to catch her. Besides, how could I? Find her! See if you got to. Vamos! The soldiers pay the woman no mind, as they rush up the ridge to get a better view. Nor does she mind them. Her little bird is long past where they can reach her. Though arcane skills not how either of them envision achieving it. The mechanical woman heads back towards city walls, lost in thought, scarcely noticing the blaring horns ringing out across the port. tried so many designs. A variety of materials, shapes, structures, countless formula adjustments, and yet only arcane skill proved sufficient. A shortcut, one wholly unreliable in any practical application.
She performed within acceptable parameters.
They had made so much progress, only to part without a solution. Jamina, a frightened little bird, she could not blame her, though she wanted to. All this she could make escape and leave with nothing, not even a working theory. There's the ad. Crackling shots ring out from the beach. The soldiers firing vainly into the sky as their captain rages. But Jamina is well beyond sight now, and the reach of their shot. As if to bring her back to her senses, the tiny crab flies out of the sand and snaps at her feet.
Hmm?
You want me to step aside, am I right? Your chitin is certainly harder than most things, but no match for metal. An anthropod of your size simply does not have the size or strength to damage me. Bro is happy you catch my stream, but 8 hours dang, that's insane. Enjoy the stream. Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much for subbing in and more importantly showing up for the stream and saying hi. Hope you have a nice rest of your day, whatever you decide to do. Sleep, eat, work, or play video games for yourself. Fare thee well. She catches the crab gently, scanning it for a moment before allowing it to scurry away into the sea. It disappears beneath the waves, just her friend did in the evening sky. Never to come back. Well, Jay, I hope you come back. I let you cheat, but to find a real workable solution, there will be a price to pay.
It will take time, determination, and courage. Jamina.
And now you chose to give up, Jamina. With the card game started, let's go into stage 4, Metropolis. So our friend escaped to New England, and yet the story keeps going. Victor's Workshop, 1908.
Victor.
Oh, I see. So Jamina, this is 30s after Jamina like sailed off and escaped Portugal. So now here we are in 1908, which is 5 years after the first airplane was invented, I think. Definitely the same decade for sure. Victor, how much gasoline is left? Enough for a few tests, but we'll know that by next weekend. Don't worry. Mon Vestus will send us another barrel of all that. Still, we'd best use it sparingly. This stuff is expensive. Wait a second. I just looked this up. But is it possible? Is it possible that Victor here is the same Victor as the one who invented the plane? When was the first airplane invented? No, I got the name wrong. Also, it's invented in 1903, not 1908. Inventor Nina. Nope. Name not based on a real person then. But this game can do that sometimes. So I just wanted to check, get more involved with the world building and such. The engineer turns to the page in his calendar, stained with oil. Several drafts are pinned to the wall, each marked with notes and proposed changes. This pipe will not be enough. It may warp if the temperature is not controlled.
Perhaps.
There is no guarantee of stable heat transfer. Perhaps we should add an outer casing to improve its strength.
Victor.
Victor, what do you think?
No.
Well, now you understand my input. Sure, you don't want to ask someone else. Maybe one of your nutjob colleagues.
We have to do this.
The LSCC does not have any staff to spare for this project. I'm afraid you will have to do it. It has been 6 months since she heard about the engineer's project, the development of a true powered wingsuit, and dropped everything to join in. This fuel tank will be too small for a flight of any significant duration. Not that it matters. Our engine is already severely limited by our materials and weight requirements.
We must continue our efforts.
But we can still give it a try. Our current improvements should meaningfully increase our flight time. The mechanical woman turns to the wall and unpins several unneeded tracks.
This is all meaningless.
Meaningful? I doubt manage more than a few extra seconds. Hey, welcome back, Morty. The command is this one. So you want me to do it now because it's on cooldown. I think I have a back command though. Yeah, I do. I have both a back command and a back redeem. Welcome back, Louisa. Hope you enjoyed, what was it you said? Church? Yeah. Hope you enjoyed church. We got raided twice while you were gone. It was very strange. Yes, it was church. Thank you. I haven't been to church in a year? It's been a while, but I still pray. It's kind of hard to go to church when my community doesn't like practice either. My church community, I mean. Welcome, Raiders. Indeed, welcome all the Raiders from Wabinobashi, as well as from, sorry, I forgot. What's the name again? It was, Lenari Valkyrie. Why did I forget Lenari Valkyrie's name? I'm in so many first streams. Thank you so much for joining in. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show, as it were. They're expecting results. Real results. They aren't going to pay for a few seconds. If the company pulls out, we'll have to terminate the project.
Damn it!
And they've been delaying payday a little more each month. I think they're trying to tell us something. They're trying to tell us something.
Do not worry.
We have made progress. Our situation is not as grim as you make it out to be.
Are you giving up?
Are you going to give up?
You can't be serious.
Give up? No way. Do you know how much I've spent on this project already? Now, if I was smart, I would have never taken up this crazy scheme in the first place. There have been attempts before, Victor. Yeah, I know. I remember this once when I was a kid. Granny flew like a bird over from Europe. Well, maybe she did figure it out, but she didn't think to write it down before she croaked. Oh, this is Jamina's grandson. So he's actually half British, half Portuguese, or quarter Portuguese, like 3/4 British. Well, at least she had a life. And there have been plenty of others that have tried since. Did even one of them succeed? No. No. Not a single goddamn one. So, here I am, about to be the latest one to make up the same dang fool mistakes. Maybe the last. A moment of bitter clarity strikes the engineer.
No.
The last one? Of course not. I was wondering why there were more chapters after Jamina, like, flew the coop. And yet here we are with Jamina's grandson. Stories continue on. Progress continues on.
You are not the last.
Why would you think that? I cannot imagine humanity ever giving up on it. Are you aware this pointless debate has cumulatively wasted 3 hours, 48 minutes, and 19 seconds of our time just this month?
You should consider.
Time you might have spent better on checking these wings. Don't tell me what to do, Ironhead! Engineer walks away, muttering unclear but targeted complaints until he pivots and turns back to the wings. Returning to my original theory, I am convinced that heat from the exhaust will compromise the integrity of this piping. Why not cool it down with water or something?
No.
A rapid shift in temperature would cause the pipe to explode. I admit that is unlikely to occur in the course of our current maximum flight time. However, I suggest a change in material to avoid potential issues as we extend its duration.
No.
That's not an option. We only got what we got.
Explain.
Why? We could greatly increase our efficiency, not to mention safety. Because our investors ask us to. They want a model for mass production. Our top priority is to give them the confidence. Otherwise, cut our funding. Cut our funding. Without us looming ever nearer. Do you know how long those white boys are leaving their contraption in the air now? We're losing our only opportunity to make something of this project.
Hmm?
The only opportunity?
Victor.
That is not true, Victor. Even if they were 3 to 5 years ahead of us, it would make no difference. We are heirs to the work of centuries. Besides, we are not precisely direct competitors.
That will not be necessary.
They have produced a rigid wing aircraft, not a single person wingsuit. There is room for both concepts. Centuries? 3 to 5 years ahead of us? How many 3 to 5 years are there before I'm dead and gone? Fair question. I don't think we even have wingsuits today, really. Like, not sustainable ones anyway.
What good will it do?
You're wrong, Luce. If they bring that thing of theirs to the market first, they win. This business, winner takes all, pal. And loser gets nothing. Literally nothing. Even if we are not commercially successful, our work will not be meaningless, as long as we advance scientific knowledge. Yeah,
This
there's
is
enough
all
for your egghead
meaningless.
about CC, but there is no glory in second place. Luce, no fame, no money, not a red cent. He seizes up, as if his rage is bubbling over his skin, ready to explode.
Victor.
Calm yourself, Victor. Go get the car. We will have a test flight at the parking lot in 2 hours. Did I already tell you not to bark orders at me? Sorry, Miss Lucy. I'm just frustrated. I'm on a short fuse these days.
Good.
We should focus on our work, Victor. The telephone rings. Victor runs towards the phone, flipping over the slick oil. He's half cursing as he picks up the receiver. Dang it! Yes, hello. Hi, this is Victor speaking. How can I...
It's most regretful.
Mr. Victor, we deeply regret that we must speak to you due to some recent developments with our competitors. We've been forced to reassess your project, but we've come to the conclusion it's no longer economical for us to maintain our involvement.
No.
Economical? What do you mean? Simply put, we'll no longer be providing any further funding or material support.
I
Given the
think it's
growing success,
necessary.
given the growing success of competitors and your own lack of results, it appears there's no longer a viable future for this project.
Good luck.
We appreciate your understanding all of this. You'll be hearing from us if you require your service in the future. Oh, funding cut. Hey, don't hang up. What the heck are you saying? You're through. You're cooked. Finito.
Damn it!
Bastards.
What is going on?
What is happening? Got good news and bad. Which one do you want to hear first? You look pale. Tell me the good news first. The good news is, we don't have to listen to those ignoramuses we called infestors anymore. The bad news is, they're out. I see. So they have also abandoned the project. In a manner of speaking. But we have not abandoned it. Come on, Victor. The engineer sits down on the oily stool, head in palms, inadvertently spearing oil over his hair. I've got some friends to call. They might be able to salvage this mess.
Good.
In the meantime, perhaps we should take a break. Would you like some coffee? What? Coffee? Nah, thanks, Luce, but I'm not taking a break. This is it. It's over. Oh. There's a fool's dream, Luce. Either flying to the birds and those dang bright butters. I'm done about selling off all this junk. We might cover part of our losses still.
Are you giving up?
Are you that easily defeated? We still have sufficient materials to improve on our current design. Oh sure. And what about one after that? Experiment after experiment? How many more times I gotta fail before I wise up? And what's the use? Even if you could do it, we're already too late. Come on, go get the car. We can run the experiment on the beach.
No.
No, actually, we should go to the Charles River. What are you up to? The wind coming off the river will be steadier. He moves to get up, but sinks down, unsure of his next move, looking like a ship tossing in a storm. One last run then, for old time's sake.
No.
It will not be our last. Yeah, let's hope. Anyway, you're right. The river is best. We'll have more tension there, provided we get off the ground.
Precisely.
This is the right decision. It would be irresponsible to give up before attempting all other possibilities. She would not give up again. Her words conjure up an old memory, a friend from years ago in the distant past, of the last time she had shared this map with someone, and how superstition and fear had taken away from them just before they reached their dreams. And their obstacles here are far less significant. The only thing that stands in their partner's way now is his own ego and greed. Just think back on how much progress we have made. Alright, let's stick to the plan. But if we're taking the river, you have to fly. I can't swim. Not a problem. Great. I'll get the car and call the reporters. Let's hope we get the headline tomorrow. Stage 5, Air Farce. Are they going to lie? What's the plan here, folks? It's a beautiful day, and many people have gathered along the river to enjoy it. The spirit of this moment in time feels immensely hopeful. Humans have conquered darkness with electric light and distanced the chug of locomotives. What will come next? Will they conquer the sky and beyond? If nothing else, they feel assured the future is bright. Ladies and gentlemen, make way, please. Are the spotlights ready? I'll pay, Sam. Trust me. For once. Thank you, sir. This won't take long. I promise. 30-minute tops, and I'll be out of your way. Victor has become one part engineer and 2 part showsman, frantically lining up equipment and occasional reporters at the same time. I promise you, gentlemen, soon you'll possess the most memorable and valuable photos in the century. Forget the headlines of the Sun. This is history. Pardon me. I need a moment to talk to my lovely assistant. The engineer wipes his fake smile as quickly as he turns, running over to help Lucy unload the metal frame. The assembly time should be approximately 5 minutes. Yeah. Great. I just got a brilliant idea, Luce.
Yes, I am listening.
We both know we can't afford another failure. The engineer glanced around and his voice. Our current model has some problems to be solved, so why don't you just use that arcane skill of yours to spruce her up, you know?
Really?
You mean you want me to change the mechanical structure to make the experiment work? Yes, exactly what I mean.
No.
No, I refuse. Why? What's...
It is unreliable.
First, you must remember there are limits to my arcane skill. I may run out of time, and it's possible it will not work. The odds are already stacked up against us in the first place. What could it hurt, even if it fails?
Victor,
It would be impossible for me to enchant every suit once our model is put into mass production. Without even mentioning it would be impossible to enchant them each time they were needed.
it will not be viable on a larger scale.
Arcane skills simply not work that way. Our goal is a stable, reliable, and practical model. Who would buy anything less? All fair points, Lucy. All fair points. isn't fair. She focused on the future, not the present, hoping to appeal to the engineer's true desire.
You should consider.
Now you have my reasons. Please, assist me with the wings. Do you have the head of your suit on wrong? Or do you not get that our project is done if you fail again? Loose. It's real simple. Enchant the engine, go up and have a little fun in the sky. Then come back down to complete the reports and they come take photos of you. Our investors will change their minds. Heck, they'll brag us to continue. Then we'll have all the money we could ever want to make this hunk of bolts really work. Once you finally finish it, loose buddy, let's stack as high as Rockefeller. Oh,
What
Victor.
good will it do?
Okay, but why would we want a pile of paper? That's all I've ever wanted. Ever since I found these old drafts of cleaning up my old man's house.
Victor,
Your motivations notwithstanding. This project has a promising future. That is all I know. Victor throws his drafts to the ground and puffs. Lucy picks them up and returns them to the car. We still need these. Like heck we do. The engineer storms away, but at the underside of the crowd, he puts on his fake smile as cool as he can be. It's smaller than when he hoped. Victor, please ask the crowd to disperse. There may be unexpected dangers. I do not want anyone to be hurt. You're a lady, folks. I said particularly careful and considerate, even though our invention is completely safe. Still, as a medical humanist and a thorough scientist, she's always taken even the rarest and most extreme worst-case scenarios into consideration. Hang on. But I too have to emphasize rarest. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's witness the latest creation in Victor's workshop, the fantastic wingsuit. Press one button and control the wings with a simple lever. That's all to fly right up in the sky.
no.
Hold on, Victor. We are not quite ready. There is some turbulence in the air. We should delay for a short while until it passes. Excuse us, friends. I'm afraid we need to adjust our equipment just one last time to make sure it all runs smoothly. Please, give us 2 more minutes. Hey, what circus are you from, Val? Victor's Workshop, Boston, sir. We're not a circus or some arcane swindlers. A pair of iron wings. It's all a robot's back. Sure sounds like a clown act to me. Come on then, let's see it. What can she do? We can't keep waiting, Luce. The crowd's turning on us.
I am on standby until the right wind arrives. You appear anxious. Why is that?
A ship floats past the river, its passengers skulking at the scene.
No.
Cuz, we take off now. For all those very nice folks out there are going to leave, and our last chance for fame and fortune goes with them.
Is that so? No
What does-
matter.
Is that so? What does that mean?
What
the
good
project?
will it do?
What good does that spotlight do for our experiment? Will the people gathering by the river help us optimize our wingspan, our power source?
What good will it do?
You're being difficult. What's the point of this experiment if no one is here to see it? The point. The point is that we put our work to perfecting this machine. Is that point not enough? Even if something does go wrong, it will give us a chance to analyze and fix it. That is the point. Humans have dreamed of flying in the wind since before even the first kite flew into the air. And now, our achievements in material science and development of internal combustion have laid the foundation for us to make this dream a reality.
Victor,
What do we lose, even if we fail again, Victor? We have failed 100 times. What is so terrible about one more? The engineer has no answer for her. The moment turns to swift westerly wind, blows across the river bank. That's your wind loose. Go on! Move, move! Good luck! It is in the hands of fate now. It's gonna work. There's still 2 more chapters after this. Mechanical one pulls the device on her back. Now a bird with iron wings, he walks to the edge of the riverbank, presses a button to jet of air erupts beneath her. No signs of arcanum, only the mechanical rumble of human technology.
I am pleased.
We have done all we can. I have a feeling that this time we will succeed. You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your eyes. We are about to witness the greatest invention in human history. Where Icarus failed, we succeed. Now mankind will fly up into the sky as easy as the birds. Like the friend ran towards the sea many years ago, when he spreads her wings and leaves them to come back.
Wow!
Hey, that was a jump! She jumped! Come on, do any of you think that stupid contraption is going to fly? For many expecting a splash, they hear instead a roar as the engine pulls her up and over the surface of the water.
No.
There appears to be some unexpected instability. Look, look! He's rising, folks. That's no mere glide, but 100% genuine, powered flight. Up and onwards! The engineer stares out the silvery bird as it falls just above the river surface. Sweat drips off his forehead, and the old draft paper in his hand is now a crumpled ball. He returns back to the crowd.
Victor,
Let me tell you, folks, this thing is safe, stable, and reliable. Why, even a child may pilot it after a few short lessons. Oh, it's gonna explode. It's gonna explode. Imagine, faster than an airship, more convenient than a locomotive, and cheaper than an automobile.
Victor,
Gentlemen, I ask you now for a small investment, one small payment, to put yourself in front of the most important invention of our time. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to own a piece of the future. Seize it now. Fame and fortune await.
Victor,
Something is wrong. Oh boy. The engine begins to sputter and cough. No longer moving forward. The buffeting wind. Hang on. The buffeting wind pulls her into a tumble. Your food just took a nosedive, pal.
She fell in the water!
Look how she hit the water. That could have killed somebody. The engineer turns white, slowly wrenching his head towards the splash.
No.
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 Reality is tough, pal. I believe that I have found your problem. Our engine is not providing sufficient downward thrust to keep us in the air, even with the aid of wind.
it will not be viable on a larger scale.
There are also many extraneous parts. We could significantly streamline the design to improve our efficiency. If we can improve the overall power output. Yeah, well, good luck with that, Luce. I'm out. No one is going to invest after today. Not a penny.
It's a waste of time.
It's a money pit. I'm tired of digging it. No chance I'm going to see a profit. Not in 10 years, not in 100. The mechanical woman drives herself and walks the engineer as he mopes on the ground. It is her better ending.
Are you giving up?
So you give up. We got this close, and you just want to walk away.
It isn't worth it, partner.
Seems like it, don't it? Victor ends his last attempt with a heaving sigh. Pulling his hat down over his face, he walks out of the crowd and doesn't return.
This is only another failed result.
We have found another avenue for improvement.
This is nothing more than a minor setback. An unsuccessful experiment is not a critical failure.
Ricardo's dispersing now, and Victor's disappeared with them. Flying is a beautiful dream, but dreams do nothing for a man with an empty wallet and a growling stomach. We're doing 3D art. Good luck, Louisa. Work hard. Or, have fun with your art? Whichever one you prefer. Or both. I guess you can work and play at the same time. You only ever saw what you could reach in one grasp, Victor. I just noticed Crazy Cheese is here. Hi, Crazy Cheese. I'll shout you out in a moment here. Just gonna finish this chapter. Oh, you hate 3D? Well then, work hard. We need to do it. I believe. But it takes more patience than that if you really want to touch the sky. He is gone. The random movement of the fate has left her alone once more. But that will not stop him. Like many before him, he was terrified by the difficulties ahead and changed his course, like those mountaineers who turned to the Matterhorn long before they could speak. But I know there will be others, those behind him, that will climb higher than he had ever imagined. I hope so, Lucy. I hope so. You can ring my